tell us the name of your business.
We're the Ottawa Chiropractic and Natural Health Centre, but what's also neat is this year we're also incorporating ourselves under the Ottawa Wellness Centre as well, simply because we do so many different things. So it's kind of interesting that we're seeing some changes that way as well.
Now you do so many different things. So in a roundabout way, what do you offer? What types of services?
We could be here for a long time. Obviously chiropractic care, but what's neat is I also hold a fellowship in vitamin supplementation. So, we carry the best vitamins in the world. We're actually very pleased that very shortly we'll be opening up the Ottawa Wellness Shop, which will offer the best vitamins in the city, bar none. I used to be the chief doctor of the Sports Science Center, so we'll put you on a better prescription exercise program than anybody. We do the best custom-orthotics in the city. I do the most extensive lecture series. Book number 6 is actually coming out in a couple of weeks. We just obviously an overall approach to overall health.
Now, what do you think it is for your customers, your clients, that keeps them coming back and sets you apart in a very competitive marketplace?
That's a great question. I think we do a few things that are quite different. Number one, which really separates us, is the exam and the consultation is just second to none. We keep talking how people need to get to the underlying cause of their problem. Most people don't do that, and the truth is there really isn't an underlying cause. It's usually an underlying causes. So if you don't discover that, if you don't get to the root cause or causes of the problem, then how on earth do you ever fix the problem? So that's number one, because if you don't have that, you can't go anywhere. Number two, as you know, I'm very big into education, where so many people are living a life less than optimal health. And I want you to make that decision. I just want that to be an informed decision. So how on earth do you ever make a decision if you're not informed? So we're very big on telling you absolutely everything. And then last but not least, if we've discovered everything, then we'd be kind of foolish then not to do everything. And that's exactly having that overall comprehensive approach, enables a lot of people to get a lot better as well.
And you made a good point. You don't just fix people. You're not just putting a Band-Aid on something. You're trying to educate. So what do you want the world to know about health? And what do we not know? What do we need to know?
We actually don't know. It's funny. We actually know more than we need to know, but people just don't follow through on what they need to know. So really two things is, number one, really, people said this before, that we need to make health our own responsibility, but at a level far beyond what people realize. It's something where people could be so much healthier. We have people, this is a joyous occasion, so I don't want to make this a downer, but people are dying well before their time. We now think it's normal to get heart disease in their 40s or 50s, or cancer in their 50s or 60s or even earlier, and there's no need for that. We now know that most diseases are preventable, and that's the whole field of epigenetics, where lifestyle plays such a huge role. And people need to understand that empowerment. It's almost insane to live in a system that keeps giving us the same result. So number one, we need to know that. Number two, since we've won the award tonight for chiropractors, let's also be blunt here. Everybody should have a chiropractor. We're not about back pain and headaches. You have a spine, you have a nervous system. If you understand that your brain controls everything through that spine and nervous system, then people under care, well, guess what? They have stronger immune systems. They have better organ function. The best athletes in the world all get regular care. You would never think of not taking your kid for a dental exam or an eye exam. Why on earth would you not take them for a spinal exam? And then people wonder why we have so many people who have spinal problems or who have nervous system problems.
Well, you made a good point. You have to be an advocate for your own health. You have to take it into your own hands. So what do you think that it means then to have that Consumer Choice Award logo, that representation behind you, in terms of people making that decision to trust you with their health and their life?
You actually hit the nail right on the head. In healthcare today, it really should come down to trust. And that's the nice thing. We're honored and we're humbled that people do place that trust in us. The Consumer's Choice Award is second to none. It's interesting, again, not to be blunt. There are more and more awards cropping up, and some of them are interesting in the sense that you actually get people to vote for them, or ask people to vote for you, or even nominate yourself. Consumer's Choice Award, they're associated with Ipso Reid, with Dun & Bradstreet. The Prime Minister, the Premier, the Mayor of the city all recognize Consumer Choice Awards. So it's an honor. You were truly voted by the people of Ottawa at the best that you do. And we know what we do, but it's nice to have that recognition as well. And and then once that trust is in place in people, then they can take that action, because people need to understand they only have two options. Either you are actively doing something for your health on a daily basis that's positive, and if you're not doing that, then you're passively declining. Those are the only two options that you have. You can't. This is not something you sit back and say, "Well, I won't do anything. I'm okay." You need to actively do something for your health on a daily basis.